Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. It's another reactionary video, and I have a playlist that's already been put together for a great few that I have been wanting to react to. So, in the meantime, I'm going to be reacting to this one, which is, if I'm not mistaken, horror movie characters I can beat. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I never watched horror movies growing up. I never cared for them, because I didn't want to constantly have nightmares all throughout my childhood. I was always deathly afraid of quite a few of them. However, being a grown-up and coming back and looking at half of these, bro, why is my model doing that? Why are you tweaking out, dog? All right. Regardless of that, I come around now, I see some of these, and I'm like, why would I even be afraid of half of these? Without further ado, let's jump right in. Let's see which ones that he thinks he can beat. And I know that there's a part 2 and a part 3. I will be recording reactions to those as well. Let's go. But it's got no muscles. It's got no face. It's just a skeleton. Stop. Just mix his... just mix him up.
Did you just see that?
Yeah, that's
watch
trash.
Natural selection take place. Horror movies are one of the greatest blessings of convenient entertainment on this planet. Because whenever you and your buddies want to go to the movies with nothing in theaters, there'll always be a new horror movie out for y'all to watch. Even though 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be dookie, but hey, at least you weren't bored. And with that being the case, most of us are well knowledgeable of the formula of horror movies. Usually the conflict is a dude trying to kill you and your phone don't work for whatever reason, and your dumbass is in the middle of nowhere for whatever reason. And frustratingly, usually when the protagonist is running away or trying to find a way to stop him, they sometimes pick the dumbest option or a choice that don't even help him at all, making their situation even worse. And I start yelling at the screen saying, oh no, why'd you do that? You should have done this instead. Ah!
That's the most relatable thing I have with anybody that watches horror movie things. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, why are you so stupid? Like, it's literally like you could have done anything else and you probably would have survived. But you decided to, for one, from the Scary Movie, or was that Scary Movie? Or was it Ghostface? Whatever the case. She picked up a banana instead of a live hand grenade, a knife, and a pistol. All 3 of those could have been a whole lot bigger help. But no, I'm going to choose the banana. I'm going to go ahead and take my extra potassium right before I end up getting murdered. Like, you suck.
Then the person in the seat next to me is like, excuse me, can you please be quiet? We're trying to watch a movie here.
No.
So then I pull out my gun and shoot. Why would you even make that decision? It's even worse when they're in a group and the group decides to split up. Like, why would you want to split up? So he can kill us one by one? Also, I'm looking at my skin complexion, and I don't think I'm gonna last long. So if I'm dying, everybody else gotta go with me at the same time. These characters
fair enough.
Dumb things makes me mentally reenact their situations in my head, putting myself in their shoes, immersing myself in their sorry situation. And me personally, I would have never been in the first place. If my friends wanted to do a Saturday hangout at the abandoned shack in the middle of the woods, I'm not doing that. There's a Quiznos down the street. I think that's gonna be just as fun and more safe. I'm minding my business most of the time, but putting myself in that situation that these horror movie characters are in, I'm surviving 100%, 1000%. I know how to beat these threats or at least escape them unscathed. And I'm gonna go over the ones that I'm confident I can kick their ass, and which ones I'm confident that I'm gonna get my ass beat. I'm also gonna have a 1 through 10 rating. 10, I'm winning. 1, I'm sprinting.
I'll do it too.
First up, first person I'm squaring up with is Pennywise. And if you don't know him, he's a clown that sometimes be eating kids. So we dealing with a literal child predator. Daily life of a YouTuber.
Oh God. Oh, that doesn't age well. But nah. Yeah, Pennywise, no. I don't do clowns. I do not do clowns. Genuinely, I think there's one thing about me that everyone should know. I do not do clowns under any circumstance. Now, if it's like a goofy, like, kids' day, like, you know, like kid's birthday clown, maybe I can pass that by. But the moment it drays anywhere towards horror-esque like this, yeah, no. You better not come near me, bro. I will square up on you right there.
His powers include changing shape and size, mind control, teleportation, genjutsu, the list goes on. And if you know me, I can't do none of those things. I mean, I maybe can do the shapeshift thing. I'm a grower, not a shower after all.
I mean, that ain't gonna help, bro.
Gonna help me beat a killer clown. But if you remember the end of part 2, you will know how they beat Pennywise. So Pennywise gets his power off of other people's fear. So if you just stand there and face him off, unfazed, not scared at all, you won. He ain't got nothing.
Okay.
It's that easy. Just stand your ground and be like, you don't scare me, and he just disappears. Just drop Pennywise off in the ghetto or even a middle school boy's lunch table. Not a single soul would let him cook anything. He would be DOA. And with that being said, of course I'm gonna beat his ass. The only instance I can see him catching me off guard is if it's 3 a.m. and I'm home alone in the dark. He just pop up in the corner of my room out of nowhere, and I'm just like, oh shoot. You know, that would spook me a bit. But as soon as I get my composure,
life out of me.
He means no threat. There's also this one other weakness Pennywise got that one of the characters do in the movie. When if you believe any object that you pick up and throw at him can kill him, then it can kill him. You can believe this chancla kills monsters. If I believe it does. This chancla kills monsters. If I believe it does.
Yeah, no.
I feel like I said enough. Pennywise gets a 9 out of 10, low diff from me. The only reason why it's not 10 out of 10 is because his powers are kind of crazy if you're a little scared. Second off,
I'm gonna get it.
From Child's Play.
Oh,
yeah, the doll. His powers include voodoo magic, but only when he touching you, and it's a long spell, so you got time to, I don't know, kick him. He also apparently has the same strength and speed of a full-grown human adult. And I find that very hard to believe. Maybe the strength and speed of this guy, but an actual grown, average-sized man? I doubt. With that being said,
I doubt too.
Chucky's Barbie booty. Bro is a doll. He can barely move properly. I would score a golazo with his body before letting him near me. I would toss him like a football before you can even breathe a word next.
I mean, Chucky is probably... The only thing about him is he's got like some creativity behind him. Like his kills that he gets are amongst creative and like surprise attacks. Other than that, nah, he means not that much of a threat. But regardless of that, I still don't want to deal with him in the first place. I mean, I'd still be able to beat him, and you're not going to die immediately before getting stabbed. So you could just take him and light him on fire. Unless he's truly as strong as an average adult male, you could hold his limbs and quite literally just throw him into a fireplace and just let him burn. It's not that hard.
It's surprising how anybody gets killed by him in the movies at all. Granted, all of his kills are by surprise, but you can't catch me losing to a doll in a fight. No way, no how. And I doubt any grown-up in real life will be outwitted by Chucky also. That's why in every movie, Chucky's goal is always taking advantage of kids, manipulating them to do his bidding. Daily life of a YouTuber. Anyways, Chucky is literally the easiest horror movie character to beat in a fight. Literally, a child can beat him. Shoot, they already have in the movies. I rate Charlie a 10 out of 10, no diff. Next, Michael Myers. Michael Myers from the Halloween franchise. Tall dude, brandishing a knife.
There's a 0 out of 10.
Doesn't have any powers other than being unkillable. Yeah, this man's feats are unbelievable, especially since this dude is just a crazy mental patient. Like, Halloween movies got no supernatural stuff happening, but Michael can get beat up, sliced, shot, whatever. This man does not die. Nothing works against him. Not guns, not being burned alive, nothing. He always wins. Even when he got jumped in Halloween Kills by the whole town, he still won. And you expect me to beat him? Hell no, I'm sprinting. I cannot beat this dude, even if I had the military on my side. I don't even think a nuke can beat this man.
Give me the next spaceship. I'm out of here.
Dude to be in Hiroshima at the time of the drop and only think of it as a minor inconvenience. I can't beat this man. Random
I'm out of here.
Imagine if him and Jason were on the same team against humanity. Bro, we're
we're done.
8 billion and we're still getting smacked. 0 out of 10. Extreme death difficulty. Like, bro, even when they beat him at the end of the movies, he comes back. There's no escape. And the next villain to beat is also rather difficult. Smile. Smile is that new horror movie where the main villain is a demon,
I don't do
and
this.
that demon possesses you to want yourself in front of somebody else, and when they achieve that, the curse passes on to the other guy that saw it, and now they got the demon. But you have a week before you actually want yourself. So during that week, you'll be seeing hallucinations of people smiling at you, but it's not real. It's the demon and yada, yada, yada. So how I beat him, right? So unlike the rest of these dudes, I literally can't physically fight this guy because this demon's in my head. So I'm gonna use common sense to beat him. If I see this demon in another person's body about to want himself, I'm gonna just close my eyes.
Yeah, that's
if I close my eyes, it's not gonna transfer to me because it only transfers to people who saw it. And I didn't technically see it happen because I had my eyes closed. Easy as that. But what if he was doing it in a cool way? What if he was doing a backflip while doing it? I have to look at that. So now I'm possessed by the demon. What do I do now? Well, at that point, the only way to beat him is to click-clack someone else. So the curse passes on to someone else on the planet. The only problem with that is it's kind of illegal. And you're probably gonna go...
I mean, you could find loopholes for that. Like, there's a few loopholes you could do. There's a couple of places in the United States where you can go, and there's literally, like, by no chance are you going to be able to be prosecuted because you're able to commit murder because it's between, like, 2 states or something like that. It's weird. I looked it up a long time ago. I don't know the specifics of it, so don't ask. But even so, there was, like, a place in the United States where you can go, and there's literally like no laws, no nothing, because how can they prosecute when it's between 2 different states? It's kind of weird.
Go to prison, but no more demon. And this is when I thank God that I live in the beautiful, flower-filled obesity country of the USA, where you can find loopholes to end someone's life easily. I have 1 week to get rid of this demon or I'm gone. So option 1 is, of course, to become a cop. What? That will only take me that didn't age well. Then when I get my badge and my badge of justification, I go patrolling, searching for the first person to go over the speed limit. And then I see a man with 2 kids in the backseat going 1 mile per hour above the speed limit. And he's a minority.
Oh, bro.
I pull him over, ask for the usual, and then I intentionally press him a little bit to get a reaction. Then as soon as
he's rage baiting
1 decibel towards me, and now look at me with this opportunity.
Oh, no.
That's standing right in front of me. But bam! No more smile demon for me. I beat him. Now the demon passes on to someone else. Extra if it's one of the kids. I'll just say I felt threatened. And knowing America, I'll just get 1 week off paid vacation. You can also do a lot of other things. You can become an Uber driver and try to do a Walter White to your passenger, or just take your worst enemy to Burger King for a Whopper. The opportunities are endless to get rid of this smile demon. I'm gonna have to give this a 8 out of 10, pretty low diff.
You can do it.
From me could kill anybody within a 20-foot radius. So, easy mode. Next, Jack from The Shining.
10 out of 10.
Bro, just get a gun.
Yeah,
or
get
buy
a
an
gun.
Air conditioner. Easy, no doubt. Next,
just kill him.
White people, get out. Now, this is probably the most threatening enemy for a person like me. They literally mind control black people to take over their body. And they learn these men and women by using their daughter to date a bunch of them. Or just kidnap them. However, other than the mind control stuff, they're pretty much a bunch of regular people. But this is the hardest enemy I have to face because I have a chronic problem with white women. Because if it ain't snowing, I ain't going. You know what I mean? I love me my snow bunnies. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Wait, no.
Yeah, bro's cooked.
1 out of 10. I'm not winning. White women will be the death of me. I got one more villain. I can guarantee you I can beat the dookie out of.
All right, let's hear it.
Ghostface from Scream.
Oh,
Ghostface is literally just a dude that honestly just gets lucky. These guys are stupid. I'm surprised they even killed anybody. These dudes are the clumsiest murderers I've ever seen in a movie.
I mean, look at that. She took him out with a fridge.
You can throw the nearest object at him and it will slow him down. Throw a bottle, a bookshelf, your grandma. Anything will slow this dude down. If you have enough stamina to run at least 30 seconds, you're fine. Even if you ride a rascal, you can beat him. It's not hard. I'm rating Ghostface a 10. He's just too simple for a muscle man like myself. Those are pretty much all the characters I wanted to go over today. I mean, I can name more, but we'll be here all day if I was just naming all the characters I can demolish. Really, as long as I'm not in a saw trap and I'm not facing these dudes, I'll find a way. This was fun to go over.
Try something at least.
Before I end the video, I have to say, thank you so.
Oh, so this is when he hit a million subs.
So much for 1 million subscribers. I'm honestly so thankful for each and every one of you. I cannot love and thank you guys enough. I love you. I cannot describe how much I love
nice.
You. So instead, I wrote a song. I hope you like.
Oh boy.
This one's out to all my fans.
I don't know. I don't think I want to watch this for now because I did the thing here. As y'all can see, I do have plenty of things I want to react to, including some more death battles that were recommended. But anyways, thinking about the way that this works, all those horror movie characters that he showed today, it is doable. Most of them are doable, except for the exception of like Jason and Michael Myers. Those two, absolutely not. And Pennywise, genuinely, I hope somebody else gets stuck with it because I hate clowns. But on another note, I'm gonna come back to do another with this one. I'm gonna do the part 2, and then I'll do part 3. I might bring somebody along for the part 2 and part 3. That way, so I can like get their perspectives while I'm doing this, give them a little bit of back and forth. Every once in a while, I think that might be good to do. Just some reactionary content with some people. But thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a great rest of your day, and see you later.